We're live here at Catholic University as Rockville takes on the Bradley Eagles for the third time this season. Rockville fresh off a doubleheader split against Koa. They are now 8-5.
Yeah, Rockville looking somewhat solid in that doubleheader. Long night for them and both teams at that. A couple delays in both games, which drug on the night a lot. But let's hope they can get out here, get the bats going, and bring up the energy.
Yeah, as Nathan Bowman gets the lead off today as he flies one towards left field. Led off the game yesterday as well and did pretty good, producing some RBIs from the leadoff spot.
Yeah, it's really good to see from your leadoff man getting on base, driving in runs. It's all you can ask for.
Yeah, especially it's been a spot in the order that they've tossed back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, last few games it's been James Heffley who's definitely producing that leadoff spot. Extra base hits, RBIs. Again, all you can ask for from a leadoff man.
Yeah. Trouble today is Rockville only 10 players, meaning they're batting 9. They'll have one sub. That's partly due to the injury to Ryan Maley, hurt his wrist.
I was talking to Coach Rick Price before this game, and what I suspected from before was that he hurt his wrist on the applied tag last night, and that's what happened. He bent his wrist a little wrong, got an x-ray. Fairly certain it was negative, which is a very good sign. Ball high to McMath. JT Money, my personal favorite on the team. Had a bloop double last night. Let's see if he can maybe hit home run number 5.
3-0 count to him. Is Griffin Smallwood getting the ball for Bradley? Left-hander. As he walks McMath on 4 pitches. Rockville with their first base runner of the day. Brings up Eddie Hakopian. He's been a popular pick in the top of the order. Swinging a hot bat. A bunch of singles on the year for him. As he takes strike 1.
Talking about all his base hits, not a lot of extra base hits, as I think he only has 1 this season, and a pitching appearance he had, it was an RBI double, but lots of singles, I think in upwards of double digits singles. Another component or proponent as to why he's in the meat of the order, I think here in the 3 spot.
Yeah, Pat, 14 singles, 1 double. He's hitting a hot .349 at the plate. Takes a healthy hack and a miss, but a ball low. Unfortunately, we could not get the booth here today at Catholic that we were able to get into last time.
We also couldn't get the street parking right outside by the big gate.
Ball in the dirt, McMath will try an advanced throw down, and he's in there on a close play. Some good aggressive base running from JT Money as he's now in scoring position for Hakopian.
As you said earlier, Hakopian with 14 singles on the year. Number 15 could drive in McMath on second.
That it would. Smallwood, the 2-2. And a check swing. And called out by the home plate umpire is, I got to agree with that. I think he broke the plane.
Yeah, see him shaking his head a little bit there, but all you can do is just learn from your small mistakes and correct them next at bat. Make sure you make contact with those pitches.
Makes way for Rio Fabre, getting the cleanup nod as he'll ground the first pitch foul to third. Rio in today hitting .321. Goes along with 6 RBIs. Not bad from him. He's playing left field today. Last time we were down here at Catholic, Rockville picked up their first win of the season, winning 5-0. So they shut out Bradley.
It was a great pitching performance, which started the season's 7-game win streak.
Yeah, that it did. Yeah, Wolking and Zeke, a fantastic 9-inning shutout. So the other thing for Rockville, their last 3 games have been doubleheaders. As Fabre sends this one to center, this is down. McMath will round third. Throw home is actually good, and he's in there standing. Fabre advances on the throw home, and Rockville takes an early 1-0 lead. As my point back before that previous at bat was that Rockville's played 3 straight double hitters. They haven't played a 9-inning game in quite some time.
Yeah, doubleheader was a continuation game from a rainout at the end of June, and then a makeup game just to put 2 games in one. But yeah, as you said, a lot of doubleheaders on the schedule as of late, and a few more to come later this month. There's a very heavy backloaded schedule in July for the Express.
A foul ball back from Heffley.
It's a good thing to put the camera on the tripod.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah. I was headed right for it. Made a last-minute decision not to put it up against the net. Check back on Fabre at second. Misses outside. Yeah, something you touched on earlier was that yesterday was just a long day for Rockville. They had 2 unexpected delays. There's Zach Gidney to my left. You certainly remember it. He was on the call for it. Zach, how we doing today?
Doing well. It was a long night last night for sure, but glad to be back out here. A little bit cooler than yesterday, but yes, it was certainly a long night, so hopefully we don't have any kind of delays of that nature in this one today.
Yeah, we had fun. We spent some good time together talking about nonsense for 14 minutes,
weather.
But yeah. Got a 3-2 count to Heffley. And misses outside on a close pitch. Gives Rockville first and second. They've been working some nice 2-out magic to start this game. Danny Salisbury hitting for himself as he's the starting pitcher for Rockville. Bats now with 2 on.
Like I said earlier, we've only got 10 men at the field today, so Rick Price selecting to bat 9 with one substitution available, that being Abrams. So Salisbury rips it down, first base line. First baseman takes it himself, ends the inning there.
And after 1, Rockville taking an early 1-0 lead. We'll be back in the bottom of the first. We're back here in the bottom of the first. Danny Salisbury getting the nod today for Rockville, as Kyrus Dawson will lead things off for Bradley. One of the things I've been saying about Salisbury all year is he's hit so much better while pitching. He's been one of the guys that Rick lets hit for himself. He actually had a home run in his last pitching appearance.
Yeah, it's something we'd like to see is when pitchers that bat for themselves can also get hits.
Dawson lines one out to Hakopian, caught at short for the first out. A quick first out, as that was only one pitch into the at-bat. The short roster, you can't ask anything more from them. That's going to be the game plan in this one for Rockville, no doubt. Breaking ball misses high. It's Greg Kopp catching today for Bradley. And second pitch to him catches the outside, evening things at 1. Salisbury, 9.1 innings pitched to this point of the season. He's got a 1-0 record to go along with 11 strikeouts and a 3.86 ERA. Not terrible.
Not terrible for a small sample size of innings of, as you said, 9 1/3.
Yeah, it's efficient pitching, Same game plan as it's been all summer for Rick.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Guys that can eat innings and keep the runs scored low. The foul back evens the count, runs it full at 3-2.
I'd like to see so far with that one pitch line out to short. If I see Salisbury get some more quick outs here, maybe get his team back up, maybe score some more runs.
And foul ball keeps the count full. One thing we don't get the luxury here at Catholic is we had the booth last time. We could see all the trains pass by. Now we just hear them.
Yeah, it's good field view from down here, but I do miss that booth.
There's a ground ball out towards second, fielded cleanly, throw over to McMathis in time for the second out. It's Joey Galloway, new man for the Rockville Express. Played a few innings yesterday, getting the start today at second base.
Well, as we said earlier, we've got a short team today, short bench, as we've only got one. And with the injury to Ryan Maley last night, Heffley's behind the dish, and that puts him in at second base.
First pitch to Dean Brown misses high. Runs at 1-0. The other thing to point out, and we talked to Jesse Lacefield about it yesterday, getting a home field advantage for him as he attends Catholic. One of the things he pointed out was, he doesn't think it's the nicest field we play at, but it's something he certainly appreciates, getting to play at his own ballpark.
Yeah, it's got to do a lot for your confidence here, playing at your home field. You truly get home field advantage. As you spend your springs here, you get comfortable with the surroundings.
Yeah. And you spend a lot of time there, especially coming off that game he had yesterday. Fantastic day for him. Pitched, played a great game at third base for a few innings. A couple of knocks, including a home run. Got the guys going in that win against Koa. And 2-2 called, strike 3 to end the inning. Good spot from Salisbury, gets the call. And after 1, Rockville leads 1-0. We're back here in the top of the second. Rockville holding on to a 1-0 lead. So they've got one hit to go along with one run scored. 7, 8, 9 due up this inning. That'll be Orsini, Lacefield, and Galloway. See how that home field advantage pays off for Lacefield as he's hitting the ball now. And first pitch into Orsini missed high and in. Actually, Pat Lacefield came in yesterday hitting sub 100, hitting 057. Got that average in just one day, up to 227. So a big day for him yesterday.
Well, like you said earlier, he got his first home run of the season, which was huge. And then another 2 RBI base knock after that.
And this one makes Orsini duck as it nearly hit him right in the head. Breaking ball that didn't really break. And that'll run the count 2-1. Inside pitch runs at 3-1.
Orsini's another one of those very patient hitters. Only wanting to swing at pitches that he can know they can put into play. As he fouls that one off to the right side. Brings the count full 3-2.
Full count payoff pitch is skied straight up. Called off at second. And the play is made for the first out. Brings in Jesse Lacefield, who moments ago I was just saying has really been hitting the ball lately. We'll see what he does in his first plate appearance today.
I think he was definitely struggling at the very beginning of the season when we played our first game here at Catholic, but definitely getting his first few base hits out of the way in the season might look a little more locked in here.
As he takes a curveball high for ball 1. You've seen Smallwood unable to get on top of that breaking ball. He's left a lot of them up in the zone. Two out of Lacefield. Check swing and able to hold up. Runs at 3-0. It's a bit of a walkathon last time they played Bradley. Wonder if it's going to be the same story today as this one misses. Was that not ball 4?
I don't see him going to first, so I don't believe so.
I thought that was. My apologies. 3-0 to Lacefield. There it is.
Just had to wait a little bit. There's ball 4. Takes a little trot down, takes off his extra equipment. We've got a runner on first here with 1 out.
And that'll bring in Joey Galloway, getting his first at-bat of the season. See what he can do here. 1 away for Rockville as they've got Lacefield over at first following a 4-pitch walk. Smallwood looking to find the strike zone. His first pitch to Galloway gets a swing and a miss. The 0-1 swung on and missed as well. Galloway quickly in an 0-2 count.
The only thing we might have to look at is that this is Galloway's first plate appearance this season, and we were already at least 10 games in.
Yeah.
He's going to have to lock in really quickly here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of catching up to do. It's a good point. As the rosters don't finalize till mid-season. A lot of teams in the summer league looking for that last extra piece or so to come help out. Especially on a day like today, it certainly helps out when, you have a limited roster. Pitch in the dirt. Kopp can't locate it. Finally does. No advance from Lacefield at first. Two on the way. Fouled off. Galloway fighting to stay alive. All you can ask from him is he's fighting to stay alive in this at-bat. He's the 9-hole hitter, so you just want to set up the top of the orders. Here's a ground ball to short, double play ball 6, 4th. And safe at first, I believe. Didn't see a call from the ump, but Galloway able to run that ball out, keeping the inning alive, as that'll bring up Nathan Bowman at the top of the order.
Well, as you said earlier, Joel, from your nine-hole man, you'd like to see him get on base as he reached on a fielder's choice there. Let's see what Bowman can do in the leadoff spot here.
Smallwood checks Galloway at first, comes home with it, called strike 1. And a breaking ball, misses. Not a bad pitch from Smallwood. And here's one grounded up the middle, fielded at second, takes it himself for the 3rd out. That'll end the inning. Midway through 2, Rockville still leading 1-0 when we come back. All right, back here in the bottom of the 2nd, Dylan Weinbrenner leading off. And first pitch misses out. Salisbury in his 2nd inning of work. And bounces back with a called strike. Salisbury the 1-1. It's a foul ball back. He's ahead now 1-2. One-two on its way to Weinbrenner. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Salisbury getting his 2nd strikeout of the day. First out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Bring up Jack Wallace, playing left field. And first pitch from Salisbury catches the high part of the zone for strike 1. That's what we like to see from him so far, throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, getting ahead of hitters. So here's a breaking ball in there, called strike 2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, he's looking for, I believe, his 3rd strikeout of the game. 2nd of the inning at that. Looking really solid so far.
See what he's got. 0-2 to the plate. Flied out towards right center. And a diving play by Bowman, unable to come up with it, as Wallace will head towards second and pull in there with a a one-out double. Got ahead of him 0-2 and then just left one right over the middle. Wallace protecting was able to go the other way with that, send that into the right center gap.
Well, that's exactly what we want to do on an 0-2 pitch, swinging anything that's close, and something was close, and he drove it to the right center field wall.
It'll bring up Jeffrey Coakley. He stands in with a runner at second and 1 away. Still early, but an opportunity to tie this ball game up for Bradley as he takes ball 1 on the outside. In 2 games versus Rockville this season, they've only managed to score twice, as the first game they didn't score anything, put 2 across last time. Big thing for them is they leave a lot of base runners out on the base path. One from Salisbury, called a balk. Prior to the pitch, Wallace will now get third now. Sloppy. You don't like to see that. See how he bounces back with a curveball in there called strike 2.
He's getting words from his first base coach.
And there's strike 3, swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts on the day so far for Danny Salisbury. That brings in Chance Laguerre. First pitch to him called strike 1. And ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly, throw over to McMath in time. Rockville able to get out of the jam, no problem. As they head towards their half of the third, they lead 1-0 when we come back. Back here in the top of the third is 2-3-4 due up for Rockville. That'll be McMath leading off, Hakopian behind him, and Rayo Fabre, the only RBI for Rockville. McMath takes ball 1 in the dirt. Gets away from him, count goes 1-0. To McMath. He's got a bend out of the way, brings it to 2-0.
As you said earlier, this game, last time we played here, was a walk fest for the Express, and so far a few walks have been surrendered. A lot of pitches outside the zone. I'd like to see how that continues down in this game.
Yeah, it's tough on your team when you can't throw strikes. Unfortunately for Bradley, more balls than strikes have been the story for them in 2 games versus the Express.
That's when sound defense comes into play, that if anything does go into play, get them behind your back.
Yeah, however, Rockville more than content to work station to station and take what the Bradley pitchers give them.
Or don't give them in this case.
Yeah. 3-1 to McMath. And nearly hitting him for the second time. McMath will take first. That'll bring up Eddie Hakopian. Small gets a swing and a miss from Hakopian. McMath over at first. Hakopian the batter, 0-1 count. Pitching from Smallwood in the dirt. Runs at 1-1. catches the zone, runs it 1-2. And McMath on the move. No swing from Hakopian. And he's in there at second. However, the home plate umpire is issuing him back as he's claiming there was interference on the play. That'll go down as the first out for Bradley in the inning, as McMath will have to retreat. Heard the Bradley coach asking for an interference, has granted the call, saying Hakopian interfered with the throw down.
I'd like us to have another camera out here. We'll maybe have a different angle on that. As ground ball, shortstop, unable to pick it up, gets you out at second in a cloud of dust. As McMath steps up and is on his way to the dugout.
Yeah, there's that sound defense you're talking about. Second double play ball for Bradley, again unable to turn it, get out of the inning. Last time Rockville was able to come through and convert. Let's see what they do now. They've got Fabre on first and Heffley at the plate.
As we said recently, Heffley's bat has been scorching hot.
Yeah, it is. He's hitting 286, but he's got 6 extra base hits on the season.
I think that's the number we need to focus on.
Yeah, he provides in bunches. He's also got 9 walks to go along with it, so.
Well, with walks aplenty against this team, maybe we can up that total as well.
Yeah, the only guy with more walks than him is Ryan Maley, who, as we said earlier, is unable to play the next few days because of a wrist injury. Hoping that doesn't last, as Heffley's now left with the catching duties, all to himself.
And fortunately, both backup catchers that we have are out due to injury.
Yeah, Nicholson,
I believe, is out for the season, and Maley hopefully out for only a few games.
Heffley driven one out towards the left center gap. Center fielder going back, and on the run makes the catch to end the inning. That ball was certainly scorched. Had it gotten down, would have been a run. Midway through 3, Rockville leading 1-0. Back here in the bottom of the 3rd, Rockville leading 1-0. Zach Gibney, a report for us. Zach, what do you got?
Yeah, a little quick thing of note. Danny Salisbury with 26 pitches heading into the 3rd inning. Not great, but also not terrible. You know, kind of in that middle ground, but something, as we talked about before, Rockville with a very thin bench. Andrew Abrams on that bench will undoubtedly be one of the first arms to come in relief, but something to watch as this game goes along.
Yeah, to your point, Zach, he's a ground ball to first. Efficient pitching is going to be the game plan for him with a short bench, like you said, as he gets a quick out number one there on the ground ball to McMath. Keep that pitch count low, get hitters out early, and yeah. Bringing the 9-hole hitter, Andrew Brady, as he takes ball one. Fires in a strike there, evens it at one. Fastball's been looking great today, high velo, and we don't have a gun at the table, but it's looking pretty fast.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of hitters swinging and missing. So I would assume that it's a high velo and these batters just can't catch up to it.
Yeah, it opens up everything else too, that off speed, and it's ahead 1-2. And there it is, the off speed, fouled off, fought off at the plate, keeps it 1-2. And this one's driven out towards right, put away no problem by Steven Orsini. It's been a very solid glove for Rockville all years. He had that diving catch to end the game the other day.
Yeah, I was talking to him on our way up here to the field. He didn't think he was going to get to that one, but gave it his all, laid out, almost a Superman dive, and it ended up in his glove.
And pitch into Heffley outside. And Klopp Jr. lines one out to McMath. So that is a quick inning for Rockville. So they still lead 1-0 after 3. We're back here in the top of the 4th in a game that is flying along, just 40 minutes down. Quite the turnaround from yesterday, as we had a 7-inning game go almost 3 hours.
Well, again, yesterday we had multiple delays of greater than 20 minutes, which definitely drug on the night. But no delays here so far, knock on wood. And let's hope this pace of play can keep going the way it's at now.
Salisbury leads off this inning, looking to add to his lead a little bit. A new arm on the mound for Bradley as Earl Skrine takes the duties just after 3 innings. He obviously looks to keep this a 1-0 game and throw some strikes, as that's been the problem for Bradley. As I say so, he falls behind 2-0 to Salisbury.
Well, as we were noting, we were looking at him in between innings. He was throwing upper velo,
But that's obviously no good if you can't get it over the plate. It's 3-0 to Salisbury now.
As soon as we said Bradley would like the relief pitching to get some strikes, he falls down at 3-0. 4-0 there as he walks the leadoff man, Danny Salisbury.
4 pitches.
4 pitches, 4 balls. Not a great way to start your relief appearance.
It's a second 4-pitch walk for Bradley. Orsini, the batter now, as Salisbury leads off of first. This one misses high and in. And, ooh, generous call there from the ump. Runs it 1-1. Orsini puts this one back where it came from, up the middle. Fielded it short, steps on the bag, and throws to first. Bradley turning a nice double play there. Following the double play, that'll bring in Jesse Lacefield, as he's now got 2 away with no one on. Was Jeffrey Coakley on the play at short, took it 6 unassisted over to third for the double play. First pitch to Lacefield misses in the dirt. And catches the zone, 1-1. It's one thing I'm liking from Rockville is they are taking a lot of first strikes, especially when you have pitchers that are struggling to put the ball over the mound. Like to see one go by, make him come to you.
It's all you can. It's a good strategy that the batters have here. So if you're not getting a lot of strikes, see one in and see where it's going. See if you can get another one there and drive it out in play.
And Lacefield, ground ball out towards second base, fielded cleanly, and the inning is over. Midway through 4, Rockville still leads 1-0. Back here in the bottom of the 4th, as the lineup turns over for Bradley, Kyrus Dawson will be the leadoff hitter. Watches one go by for the first strike. Salisbury still throwing strikes, getting ahead of hitters.
Yeah, we've seen it before this season. He's really good at pitching.
And Dawson flies one out towards center, drops in there as he's got a leadoff single. Second hit of the day for Bradley. That brings up Greg Kopp. I'm sorry, no. Yes, Greg Kopp. Greg Kopp's the hitter. Opposing catcher for Bradley. Pitch into him is low, ball 1. Be interesting to see what Bradley does. They got their leadoff hitter on base, got some speed over there at first.
Yeah, with, like you said, leadoff batter on, top of the order coming through, fly ball, shallow left field. Caught out there.
Fabre puts this one away for the first out. It's quickly one away on just a few pitches. Salisbury keeping that pitch count really low. Where are we at, Zach? Just 39 pitches through 3 1/3.
If he can get a double play ball, that'd be 40 through 4.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
He misses outside. Quick 1-0 count. From Salisbury. Dawson breaks for second. Throw down from Heffley in time. Tag not there as Dawson swipes second. Figured that'd be in play with them trailing by 1.
Well, yeah, that also takes the double play ball out of effect, like I said earlier. Maybe trying to limit Salisbury's pitch count.
And an early steal there. Throw down, not in time as Lacefield takes a tumble. Poor communication as Dawson was running before that pitch. That's when you step off and throw to third.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunately a really good steal by Dawson there as he swipes the bag cleanly.
And Salisbury on the 3-0 comes back with a pitch down the middle.
Another thought I just had with that steals on back-to-back pitches, maybe that was to disrupt Salisbury a little bit.
Yeah, they already got a balk on him. Put him under more pressure, see what he does. If they can take free bases, they're going to keep doing so. Salisbury, however, ran this count back full. See if he can get an out here and get a 2-out with the runner on third. As this one's fouled straight back, he'll keep the count full.
Yeah, each foul ball, I'm really happy we didn't put the camera on the netting.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Another foul ball back. Weinbrenner, you see the on-deck man, really getting a workout prior to his second at-bat of the day. Full count once more, misses outside on a close breaking ball. No chase, as Bradley now has runners at the corners with just one away. Brings in the cleanup man for Bradley. That'll be Dylan Weinbrenner. And time called by Heffley as they have a game plan to talk about how they're going to face him. Just hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Certainly a big shot here for Bradley in the fourth.
Well, yeah, with runners on the corners and only 1 out in the inning, any ball into the outfield, whether in the air or on the ground, will likely score Dawson from third, as he's stolen 2 bases on back-to-back pitches this inning.
Yeah, that he did do.
I will say that is quite impressive to do. Not only to steal multiple bases in an inning, but on back-to-back pitches.
Yeah, that steal to third, like I said, it was an early steal. Caught the defense sleeping as no one said anything. The other thing is you don't have anyone on the bench watching that either.
I think other than Rick Price and Andrew Abrams, really, again, not many people on the bench to warn you about the steal.
Yeah. As they break up the meeting here, Salisbury sticking in the game. And prior to the first pitch to Weinbrenner, a move over to first. And no swing as this one misses high, 1-0. Salisbury, see if he can get a double play ball. It'd be nice to get out of this inning. As a check swing, appeal down, no swing. Runs it 2-0.
Yeah, with that runner on first, the double play ball is in effect. Always a possibility here.
Salisbury misses here, pitching very cautiously to the Bradley cleanup man, as it's now 3-0. I'm sure Weinbrenner's got the green light. Certainly don't want Salisbury to lay one right over the middle on 3-0. as that's what he does, as this one's driven out towards center. Bowman under it makes the play, and the runner will tag. We now have a 1-1 ball game. Bradley able to convert, tie this ball game up, and even score now in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, let's see with Bradley evening the score here in the next top half of an inning. Let's see what Rockville can do in an answer.
Yeah, it's one thing they've been great at all season is they answer other teams and they score on them. Be big for Salisbury to get out of this inning, as here's a bouncing ball to short. Hakopian unable to come up with it. That was a tough play. Runner will head to third. And Rockville throwing the ball around. Runner's now at second and third. Bradley having a very strong inning here.
Yeah, moving runners around, base hits, stolen bases, fly balls, all you can ask for.
With 2 away, Jeffrey Coakley stands in. He's got runners at second and third. He'll watch a first pitch breaking ball for strike 1. Yo, 1 from Salisbury, swung on ground ball out towards second, and play is made by Galloway. Rockville able to get out of the inning without too much harm, as this is now a 1-1 ball game. We'll have more, and we're back in the 5th. We're back here in the top of the 5th. Galloway will lead off for Rockville following his inning-ending putout. Pretty clutch defensive play as Bradley had 2 on in scoring position, kept it a tie ball game.
Yeah, they were threatening as they pushed across 1 and had multiple runners on after that. But like you said, very timely put out there from Galloway.
Yeah, he's doing well. This is his first start for this team. Got a couple innings in substitution last night. See what he does here. Watch his strike 1. 9-1-2 due up for Rockville.
As I noted earlier, this being his first start of the year, and I think this being his second plate appearance of the season, I saw, at least from my eyes, he was behind on a lot of the pitches, swinging and missing. I'd like to see if his timing is a little better here as it progresses through the game.
Yeah, I'd like to see his timing in, and I'd like to see him tuck his jersey in.
Yeah, that too. A little OCD there, but it's okay, I guess.
And he swings and misses at 1 in the dirt. Throw down to first, high throw. Able to recover in time for the first out. That was Galloway going down on just 3 pitches.
Maybe with the tucked in jersey, he might have beat the throw out. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a high throw. First baseman had to jump for it, able to get his foot back on the bag. That brings in Nathan Bowman. Shows bunt, unable to get it down for the first strike. Not a bad idea.
No. It's interesting, though, to see someone else on this team finally laying down a bunt.
Yeah.
As I believe that it's been Eddie Hakobian's job so far this season is to lay down bunts.
Yeah, Eddie, you've seen Zorbal lay down quite a few as well. And good hold up by Bowman is evens the count at 1. Nathan came in today hitting an even 300 on the season. So this one misses outside, 2-1. Two on to Bowman in the dirt. This is that part of the Rockville order you've got to look out for. It's been a problem all year for opposing teams is you lose a batter at the top of the order, then you've got McMath, Copian, Heffley all swinging hot bats behind them.
Yeah, dangerous thing to top this lineup is if one man gets on, it's almost guaranteed that they'll get moved over either a walk or a base hit.
Bowman himself has collected quite a few RBIs. He's got 7 on the season, one of the top RBI men for the Expresses. He takes a 5-pitch walk. That'll bring in Johnny McMath, who on the topic of RBIs leads the team, in large part to his 4 home runs on the season. He's got 15 RBI.
4 home runs, and 2 of those being 3-run home runs.
Yeah, that is true.
I think on the same day.
They were on the same day, 6 RBIs in a game. One thing I'd like to see is Rockville, if they send Bowman here, get him into scoring position, give a few answers to the multiple steals from last inning.
Yeah, like you said, and I think I said earlier, is that Rockville does a good job of answering back when they get scored upon, as Bradley put across 1 in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Let's see if Bowman might be on the move here, and then McMath can drive him in.
Yeah, hitters count to McMath as he's ahead 2-0 now. See if we can get a pitch he likes as this one misses outside to him. Skrine certainly wanting no part of McMath, as like he said, he's been scorching at the plate lately. Swinging on 3-0, fouls it back. Can't say that pitch was in the spot to where I'd warrant a 3-0 swing, as that was high and outside. Can't do much with that pitch. Fortunately, fouled it off and out of play. 3-1. Misses outside, and back-to-back walks now. With the middle of the order up for Rockville as Eddie Hakopian steps in now.
Meeting on the mound here with the catcher and pitcher. Likely discussing what to do here with Hakopian with 2 on and 1 out after surrendering back-to-back walks. Definitely maybe going over some signs or just some pitches to get Hakopian here, maybe swing and miss.
Yeah, settle your guy down. Get him throwing strikes. If I'm Eddie, I'm looking to get a pitch I can hit, drive it out towards the outfield, and get those runners in. First pitch in from Skrine misses outside.
Skrine struggling to find the strike zone so far this inning. He's hopping around a little bit after that last pitch.
And the other thought I had is this is your home ballpark. You've gotten quite used to playing here by this point. Surprised these Bradley pitchers unable to find the strike zone.
Well, home ballpark or not, timeout here as the manager comes to talk to his pitcher, but home field advantage or not, struggling in your home ballpark is never good. Especially against these Rockville Express batters who can definitely pounce on bad pitching, who have put on 2 men with just walks.
Yeah.
And a base hit could drive in 1, if not 2, depending on how far out it goes.
Yeah, and the Bradley coach heading back to his dugout. Yeah, but like you said, home field advantage. Rockville, on the other hand, they're 5-1 at home, 3-4 on the road. See if they can take one today and even their road win percentage up back to 500. So we're back now with a 2-0 count to Hakopian. Skrine nearly hits him. So it's now 3-0.
Speaking of road records, I think if we get a win today and even up to 500, it might be better than the Arizona Diamondbacks on the road.
Yeah. As another one, Eddie having to duck out of the way. Rockville now bases loaded. And you got to think that'll be it for Skrine, as the Bradley coach is out for the third time in just 4 pitches. We're going to take a break here, and we get back. Rockville in a 1-1 ball game with bases loaded here in the 5th. We're back here in the top of the 5th. Rockville has bases loaded with 1 away. Henry Bohm taking over the pitching duties for Bradley. Rockville, great run scoring opportunity here.
Yeah, well, all 3 runners have reached via the walk. All 3 surrendered by the previous pitcher. Let's see what they can do here as Rio steps in with the bases loaded and, like you said, a solid opportunity to drive in 1, 2, 3, or even 4 runs here. Anything's possible.
Yeah, see what Rio can do. Like I've been pointing out all game, the trouble for Bradley and what we've seen against them is that they walk a lot of batters, and this is where, in a tie ball game, that really comes into effect. They walk the bases loaded. Rio, cleanup man, an opportunity to do something here. He'll watch strike 1. Rio got the only RBI in for the day for Rockville. Chance to expand on that as he's got a 1-1 count to him now.
Again, an even count with the bases loaded. A lot of opportunities here for a lot of different possibilities.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about over that break while Bohm was warming up, Fabre yet to get an opposite field hit. Everything he's had have been center left side. See if that comes into play here at all. So he'll watch strike 2.
Yeah, our third man here, Zach Gibney, was showing us game-changing how his spray chart and how to the right side of the field, right side of center field, no hits to this point in the season, but anything to the left side of the infield and the outfield has gotten down for a hit.
And how about that? A single through the right side, scores 1. McMath around third, headed home. He's got a head of steam as he slides in there. A 3-1 ball game for Rockville. Bradley throwing the ball around, takes off into center field. as Rockville will get a third run across on the play. And right as we were saying, no hits to the right side. A base-clearing knock for Rayo Fabre.
I'm practically giddy after that one. After mentioning he has no hits to this point in the season through the right side of the right part of the field, he gets a 2 RBI base hit there.
Yeah, 2 RBIs, and then the runner advancing on the throwing error from the catcher, who was trying to nab Rayo advancing. So it's actually a single. Goes down as a single.
Yeah, 2-run base knock. Is the Express expanding their lead to 4-1. Ground ball there to second base. To first, Heffley out, but does advance Rayo to third.
Yeah, Rockville really converting on that bases loaded opportunity. Scores 3, and now they've got a runner on third with 2 away. Brings in Danny Salisbury. Good chance to expand that lead.
Like we said before, when Danny's pitching, he's really good at hitting as well. He's been able to provide for himself in the run column and the hit column, for that matter. Let's see if he can keep that going here.
First pitch to him takes off and misses high. Runs at 1-0. And driven, looped out into left. This will get a run in. Salisbury, nice little single. Rockville out to a 5-1 lead now. Big inning for the boys, huh?
Yeah, bases loaded. Rio came through with a 2-run hit, and another scored on a fielding error, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 3 RBI on the day. Orsini takes a swing and a miss at the first pitch to him. Orsini had that home run a few games back, came into today hitting .290. It's cooled off a bit since that homer.
Yeah. Again, we said a couple times it was the team's first home run, so that's a big one there, but I'd like to see him get at least the base knock here. Drive advance Salisbury from first. There's a fly ball into right field.
And caught no problem for the third out. And midway through 5, Rockville after a huge inning out to a 5-1 lead now when we come back. And a quick out number 1. We weren't even set up yet as Hakopian, a 6-3 putout to start off the bottom half of the 5th on just 1 pitch.
Yeah, we were sitting here talking about that last inning and how the Express really pounced on that pitching of loading the bases on walks and were able to drive through a few.
Yeah, Danny, you're supposed to wait for us.
Before we knew it, bottom of the 5th was underway and a quick ground out to, as you said, Eddie Hakopian.
And a 1-1 count here. Travis Balint, the 8-hole hitter, up as he fouls ones off. Runs at 1 and 2. Just over an hour down in this game, already in the bottom of the 5th. As this is, wow, been a fast game. That last inning certainly slowed it down a bit.
I was going to say, the top of the 5th definitely slowed the pace of play down a little bit, but we're not complaining here as the last few games have definitely drug on more than we'd like, but we're okay with it.
Ground ball out towards third. Tough play for Lacefield as he's just going to eat it. Bradley, their 4th hit of the day. They're actually leading Rockville on hits, 4-3. That gives any indication to how big of an impact walks have played on this game. There it is.
Yeah, like we've said a couple of times, Bradley, in all games that the Express have played this year, walks have been aplenty.
As this one's driven out towards right center, Bowman under it makes a nice play. That ball was stung. He had it played perfectly.
I didn't know what elevation that ball had, but if it had a little more elevation and a little more lift under it, it might have gone over that center field wall, but thankfully it didn't. It's just a routine fly ball to center field.
And Salisbury with 2 outs gets a foul ball back.
That's
from
a first.
Eli, from Eli Klopp Jr., the 10-hole hitter for Bradley. So they choose to hit 10 today. Throw down from Heffley to first, and close play, but back in time. One to Klopp. Swung on, bouncing ball to second, fielded cleanly, and out of the inning. Salisbury's been fantastic, just 63 through 5. Rockville leading 5-1. We're back here in the top of the 6th. Jesse Lacefield leading off for Rockville. It's got the real home field advantage that we've pointed out.
Yeah, we talked to him last night before game 1 of the continuation doubleheader. He said he's comfortable here. He likes it here. We noted before it's not his favorite field on the circuit, but definitely feels like he can have an advantage over everyone else on the field as he spreads his springs here and gets comfortable.
And see what he does is hitless at this point in the ball game. See if he can get that first one in this at bat. As he'll foul one off his leg, that had to hurt.
I think they're tough enough to take 1 or 2 off the feet or shins. They've been able to play it off well.
As he's back in with a 1-1 count. Chops this one foul as well. Boehm still the pitcher out there for Bradley as his team trails 5-1. And fouled back into the netting. Lacefield staying alive. 1-2 to Lacefield. In the dirt, runs it even at 2. And the 2-2. Put in play towards first, fielded cleanly. He'll take it himself for the first out. That'll bring in Joey Galloway, 0 for 2 to this point. He's looking for his first hit as a Rockville Express.
Not to harp on the same point, also still looking to tuck in that jersey.
In the summer heat, though, I don't blame him.
Oh yeah, again, we've noted many times with Rockville Express sporting a primary color of black on their jerseys. Can't feel good in the summer heat. Thankfully, there's a lot of cloud cover today, but
Yeah, we were at 91 to start this game. We're down at 88 now. That hit him.
not sure. Don't see him advancing to first.
Sounded like it did.
Sounded like it did too. Might have come off of the catcher's mitt, maybe. But I don't see it.
Tough spot for us. We're right behind the plate and about a foot underneath it.
Yes.
This field's got some interesting dimensions. But, the ball looked like it hit him in the hip. I guess not, as he's still in the box with a 2-0 count now. Good hack. Misses 2-1. A little bit behind on the fastball.
Fortunately, it's something that's gone through his first 3 ABs here. He's been behind on a lot of these pitches. Again, this is his first start of the season. Can't fault him too much as both teams are well into this season. But you definitely like to see that timing, get a little better here.
As grounds this one up the middle and through into center. Joey Galloway earns his first hit as a Rockville Express. Now on first with one away here in the 6th.
As soon as I was saying we'd like to see his timing get better here, that it does as he lines a single right back where it came from up the middle.
Flips the order over for Nathan Bowman, as for the first time today he'll have base runners on the bases to work with. And throw down behind Galloway. He's hit a huge lead there. Called safe. Certainly wasn't expecting that.
No, it wasn't.
He had his head down when that ball was thrown.
That's not a good thing. Almost got caught snoozing out no man's land up by first base.
Good awareness by Kopp behind the plate. Nearly got him. I think if it had been for a little bit better tag. As this one takes off towards us and out of play. Don't worry, I didn't flinch.
It did.
I didn't either.
I did.
Again, very thankful the camera's not on the netting,
Yeah,
not a tripod.
Flinch. I didn't flinch. My heartbeat would suggest otherwise.
If I had a heart rate monitor, mine would say the same.
Meanwhile, Galloway able to advance.
I believe before the game, the Bradley Eagles head coach was saying that if a ball goes behind this backstop here and into the netting, it is a out of play ball. I think the runner would advance there.
Yeah, he did.
Well, yes, he did.
Miss outside to Bowman. Runs it 3-0. See if he just gives him first, as he knows what part of the order Rockville's got behind him. That's what he'll do. Walk Bowman on 4 straight pitches, making way for Johnny McMath with 2 on and just 1 out here.
Time call here for the catcher and pitcher to conversate a little bit as to how to pitch to McMath, as he's been walked, I believe, twice so far this game.
Yeah, I think so.
Has yet to reach base via a base hit, but definitely an opportunity here to notch one in the hit column for him here.
Mm-hmm. Got to give a nod to Rockville after that long day yesterday, coming out today, putting 5 runs early on in this game, in position to put on some more here. Certainly in those long, hot summer stretches, that's where the offense starts to lack a little bit, but not today.
Well, again, we've noted this multiple times before. We've only got 10 players here today, and that's one player on the bench. Nine in the field, one on the bench. And as you said, it's a testament to the Express. His long doubleheader last night drug on for more than I think, and I think all of us think it should have. Definitely a testament to them as they come out here swinging the bats, taking pitches, scoring runs. Great to see.
Yeah, one of the guys absent today, Ethan Zorball, might still be sleeping on third base.
I believe during the protest delay in Game 2, he was on his back out in the third
totally
base position.
sprawled out. There are a couple things that impressed me about that delay. That was one of them. The other was James Heffley stood in his catcher's squat for 14 minutes during the delay. I was watching that back after the game. He was yet to move through that entire thing.
I guess it's one way to get like one squat workout in for the day. Just stay in that one squat position for nearly 15 minutes.
1-1 to McMath. Popped straight up. And Kopp able to put this away for the second out. 2 away now as Eddie Hakopian steps in.
Eddie, another solid chance here to drive at least advance runners and maybe even drive in a run. It's not the only Express batter here to have that opportunity today, but he could also add to the list of players that have come through with runners on base.
And Balta Hakopian takes off on him. And double steal on for Rockville as this one takes off. And he'll round and head towards the plate. Throw in. Tag on Galloway, and they got him. Wow. Certainly looked like he beat that tag. He certainly doesn't agree with it. I don't. He had both hands across that plate.
I don't think either of us back here watching that agree that was a out call there. But regardless, that ends the inning.
Yeah, and as we do so, Rockville still leading 5-1 as we'll be back in the 6th. We're back here in the bottom of the 6th. Andrew Abrams, the lefty, gets the ball now as his team leads 5-1.
Seems as though head coach Rick Price was satisfied with Danny Salisbury's performance today as he went 5 innings, only giving up 1 run on 4 hits.
Yeah, he had a fantastic start. Pitched an efficient 6 innings, getting ahead of a lot of hitters, low walks.
Low walks, high strikeouts.
Always a recipe for success. So we'll see if Abrams, how he does the rest of the way. It's a foul ball back for strike 1. Picking up right where Salisbury left off, getting ahead of hitters. Breaking ball skied straight up. Heffley, a tough play. So this one's breaking back towards him, puts it away, no problem. Nice out there for the Maryland catcher, 1 away.
Yep. Something I'm just thinking of is that Abrams is a PO, pitcher only. I wonder if Rick Price is going to stick with him throughout the end of the game for the last...
He has to, doesn't he?
Beats me. He might have to. If he does, we'll see Abrams here for the last 4 innings of this ball game.
It was Greg Kopp showing bunt, unable to get it down for the first strike. Yeah, I believe we'll see Abrams get his first at-bat of the season. No harm done, though, as Rockville leading by quite a good margin here. And they're called strike 2. Abrams ahead 0-2. Yet to throw anything but strikes. So here's a ground ball out towards Galloway at second. Fielded no problem, as he's been fantastic over there at second so far in this one.
Yeah, fantastic there at second base. Lots of putouts. No problems there so far in his, I think, second fielding appearance so far. His first start of the season, looking solid.
That's what Rockville's going to need with Ryan Maley out. Heffley was playing second for a while as he catches now.
Yeah, Heffley's going to be behind the dish for quite a few games now as he's Rockville's only catcher.
Saw Rayo Fabre over there at second yesterday as well.
Something we noted earlier this season is that Coach Rick Price said they were heavy at catchers, and so
now
far
he's down to 1.
Yeah, so far this season, he's unfortunately down to 1 catcher. So we're gonna see a lot of the number 10 behind the dish for the foreseeable future.
This one misses low and in, runs at 2-1. And fires in a strike, evens the count at 2. Abrams just 1 pitch away from getting out of a 1-2-3 inning.
The inning here would be great for Abrams' first inning of relief. Keep this Bradley Eagles ball club quiet as he gets strike 3 there to end the inning.
And headed into the Rockville half of the 7th. Rockville leading 5-1 when we come back. We're back here in the top of the 7th. Bohm's still out on the bump for Bradley, as Eddie Hakopian will lead off, as the previous inning ended on Galloway trying to swipe home on a double steal.
Again, we all back here think he was safe, but it doesn't matter what we think. We're not the umpires.
Yeah, that's where we're going to leave that conclusion, as the first pitch to Hakopian catches the plate for strike one.
Regardless, it was a very good send on the part of Galloway.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good base running, good awareness. Certainly like to see him be aggressive. Oh, 2 to Hakopian. In the dirt, runs at 1-2. One-two count to Hakopian. Misses high, evens the count at 2. And grounded towards the right side. Nice spirit first. He'll take it himself for the first out. That'll bring in Ryo Fabre, already having a day. He's got 2 hits so far.
2 hits and I believe 3 RBIs now?
3 RBIs, yep.
As last time he came up with the bases loaded, it was a 2-run single, and then he advanced to second, and then the 3rd run advanced on the throw to second.
Yeah, it was right in the moment of saying he has no hits to the right side, and then it hits the right side.
I guess that's what you call timely hitting.
I think he just heard me. And that little voice whispering in his ear. As he fouls this one back and towards the football field.
One thing I've noticed about Catholic is that their athletic fields are very close together. Everything within a short distance of each other. The softball and baseball fields only separated by a small passway.
And Fabre back in the box, 1-1 count to him. As he has to bend out of the way of that one. Runs at 2-1. The sun is setting at Talbot Field as we're an hour and a half down into this one. Halfway through 7. As fouled straight back again, evens the count at 2.
Another ball down there by the football field.
Two to Fabre on its way. And in the dirt, runs it full. Big pitch for Bradley. They certainly don't want to get into the habit of walking another Rockville hitter, as that would bring up James Heffley.
I think if they issue another walk here, anytime we play Bradley, we might as well call it a walkathon.
And swung on out towards right. Right fielder on the move. Diving play. Does he have it? He does. How's that for the second out? Fabre swinging towards the right side. Unable to get that one down and right. As 2 down now in the 7th. That'll bring up catcher James Heffley.
As soon as he gets that one hit to the right side, back to his normal outs to the right side.
And inside on the first pitch. Doesn't catch the zone there either, as he goes 2-0 to Heffley. Bohm showing a few signs of fatigue out there on the mound. As you see there, he steps back and unable to locate the zone again as it's 3-0 now. And a 4-pitch walk to Heffley will bring up Danny Salisbury after pitching remains in the game.
As we see Salisbury in here as he's taking out pitching, does that mean we have 10-man lineup now?
Unless he's entering the game for Orsini.
Not entirely sure what the whole game plan is here, but
Would be a double switch. If that's the case, we'll keep an eye on that. As yeah, Orsini was next in the order, but Abrams in the on-deck spot. There's a throw down behind Heffley in the dirt. And 1-1 count to Salisbury. Heffley the runner at first. And Salisbury ground ball towards second. Throw over to first in time. That'll be the third out. Midway through 7, Rockville leading 5-1, and we come back. Back here in the bottom of the 7th, we did get an update on the defensive change. Steven Orsini is now out of the game as Abrams took over the pitching. McMath went to right, and Salisbury, after pitching, went to first, which means Abrams will lead off next inning.
a little bit confusion as two pitchers were batting and on deck. We were a little confused there. Hopefully we were able to sort out the situation there.
And 1-0 misses inside. Abrams running a 2-0 count now. And fouled off the face of Heffley. seems to be all right.
Get another testament how tough Heffley is. He's got to be mentally tough as well for catching. Take a lot of foul balls off your gear there.
Do have a stoppage in play just to see if he's all right. Mask back on. That's a good sign. Two one from Abrams. Misses high. 3-1 on its way. Also misses, and a leadoff walk for Bradley here in the 7th.
Something that didn't happen at all last inning was Abrams issuing a walk.
Fortunately, yeah, loses the leadoff man here. Dylan Weinbrunner will take it, and Jack Wallace up now. Had a big knock earlier for them.
I believe that big knock might have driven them their only run to this point in the game. Then we told it wasn't. Still one of their only few hits at this point in the ballgame.
So he takes a called strike one on the inside. And fouled away. Salisbury gives a look. Out of play. Count goes 0-2 now. And a breaking ball misses inside. Nearly caught him as it goes 1-2 now.
I'd like to see Abrams definitely calm himself down a little bit here as he's slightly erratic, but still very much under control at the same time.
This is a ground ball to Kopi and it's short. Tough turn. 6-4 out at second. However, Wallace reaches. See the Bradley coach complaining that Galloway was not on the bag at second. However, the call on the field was an out.
Again, we don't have any replay available or a secondary camera to show if the out at second was or wasn't recorded. But according to the field umpire, it was.
He is the law. As a strike one from Abrams, he stays ahead of hitters, trying to get out of this inning with a 5-1 score remaining. And broken bat. Oh, botched out at second. Looked like Galloway fumbled the transfers. All he had to do was step on second. It's an unfortunate first error of the season as he's been playing great all game at second.
Well, like I said, this is his first start of the season, and so far up to this point had many clean putouts there. And on the transfer throw there, bobbled it, missed it, and now there's 2 on with 1 out.
That'll bring in Chance Laguerre as he takes a swing and a miss. First pitch to him. And a ball in the dirt. Good block by Heffley. Keeps the count at 1. Runners hold. Abrams taking his time. 1-1 to Laguerre. Swung on and missed. A foul ball off the catcher. Heffley's taking a beating behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, definitely put his catcher's gear to the test here. As you said, he's taking a bit of a beating here, this at bat, and this bottom half of the inning as well.
1-2 once more from Abrams. Misses high. This one's sliced foul to the right side as the gear stays alive. And runner breaks towards third. Throw down is good. And called safe. Says he got under it. Sets up a full count pitch to Chancellor Gears. Both runners are in scoring position now. He swings and misses for the second out. Good bounce back pitch there from Abrams. Gets the swing and a miss from Chancellor Gear for the second out. Bradley now with 2 away in the inning. Can't get the tag on a fly ball.
Yeah, it's good that after a double steal that was successful for the Eagles there, he gets a strike 3 call. And there's now 2 outs in the inning, which negates a possible sac fly.
Travis Balint, the hitter, looks at 1 low. Ooh, called strike. Wow, late call there. Evens the count at 1. And ball on the outside, called strike 2. One, 2 from Abrams. Gets a foul ball off. And ground ball out to Galloway. Chance to redeem himself. Throw over to first is in time. Good bounce back from him. And after 7, Rockville still leading 5-1 when we come back. And we're back here in the top of the 8th. Chance Laguerre taking over the pitching duties for Bradley as his team trails 5-1. Andrew Abrams will lead off this inning. Thought of as a pitcher only. This will be his second at-bat of the season. He struck out in his only at-bat so far. See what he can do here as he leads off.
Thing to note here is he's 0 for 1. If he gets a hit here, he's batting 500. We thought he was a PO, pitcher only.
First pitch to him misses high. At least, yeah, the advantage of that is you know exactly where that strike zone is. You know what to swing at, you'd think. This one misses outside.
Logic would suggest, like you said, you would think being able to know the zone, know what to swing at, what to lay off of. Let's see what let's see his approach here.
His approach is wait till he throws a strike. Is 3-0 count now to him. He'd be content with a walk.
I was going to say, you'd think all the viral videos you see of POs, maybe with the 3-0 count, getting the green light, as he doesn't there. Ball 4, takes it low and inside.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him take a hack at least once. Didn't have to get the bat off his shoulder. As that brings up Jesse Lacefield. Still looking for that home field advantage to pay off. As now's a good time for it as he's got a runner at first, no one out. Laguerre, 4 straight balls to start off the inning. It's Lacefield in play in foul territory. Caught for the first out. Brings up Joey Galloway. Got his first hit of the season in his last at-bat, making him 1 for 3.
It's always good to get that first base hit of the season. Again, as we've noted a few times, it's middle of the season as he's added to this roster for the Express. Coming in a big way defensively and hopefully a little more offensively as well.
Did unfortunately have the only error of the day for Rockville, but no harm done.
No harm done, but aside from that, I feel like that's his only blemish as his day at second base has been nothing but stellar. Again, aside from that error.
And throw over to Abrams back in time. And in there called strike 2. Ball in the dirt as the wind kicks up a little bit. Certainly feels nice, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, again, it's, as we said earlier, it's been a hot and muggy day. Humid as well. Nice cool breeze to cool things off can never hurt. Especially as the temps are lowering. Feels good.
1-2 misses outside. Here's a throw down from the catcher back in time. Popped, headed towards the right side, out of play, and Galloway will stay alive here.
Something small I'm noticing is that the catcher is very vocal when balls are completely out of play here, telling his infielders to lay off of them as they go past the fences on the left and right side of the infield.
And Galloway, here's a ground ball towards second, takes an interesting hop. He'll tag Abrams and throw to first. Galloway, for the second time this game, those wheels really paying off as he reaches. He flies down the line. Wow, that's something that Rick Price has got to be happy with, is he's got some real speed to play with now.
We saw it in the last time he was on base. A passed ball, he nearly scored.
From second?
From second base, yeah. I looked up and see his blue helmet flying around third base. Full head of steam to home.
Ball in the outside corner. Great spot from Laguerre. Bowman's down 0-1.
Unfortunate thing for Galloway is that he was called out at home, but great attempt nonetheless.
It's a swing and a miss. Galloway caught out there for the second time. See if he's there at second. Beats the tag at second base. Gets out of a run down there, and he's on second.
Just as we're talking about that speed that he has on the base paths, looks like he gets caught out in no man's land, but ends up on the better end of the play there at second base as he's safe.
Yeah, it's the second time they've thrown down to him. Wasn't expecting either one. They clearly had him there in no man's land. Nonetheless, advances up to second.
With that being said, we've got a runner in scoring position here for Bowman, who could potentially give the Express their 6th run in this game.
And a ball in the dirt, good block. Galloway thought about going to third, as he's got to be laughing out there on the bases.
Likely.
He's been a menace all day.
So far, yeah, menace to say the least. Got large leads as he's not being held very tightly here. Anything in the dirt, looks like he's going.
And a foul ball back at us, keeps it even at 2. Two once more. Fouled off once more.
I'd like to see Bowman fouling off those pitches and really trying to drive that one that he likes. It's in the zone, in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, I like to see him fighting 2-2 with 2 outs here. He knows he's got that runner out at second. I've touched on a few times. Bowman, that leadoff spot, getting the nod because he's been one of those guys that can get runs in for Rockville. Step off from Legear, he'll look Bowman back. I'm sorry, Galloway back. And a high miss there. 3-2 to Bowman now.
Two and 2 outs. The speedy runner on second, that being Galloway. Maybe on the move, maybe not.
And pitch misses high. Bowman will get first, and that'll bring up Johnny McMath with 2 on.
Johnny McMath so far today only has 1 official at bat as he's been walked twice. Stepping in here 0 for 1, this being his 4th at bat. With 2 on, we've seen what he can do before with 2 on. Can he replicate it here?
And ball outside. Throw behind Galloway at second, back in time. Here's a pass ball. Both runners will advance. Galloway staying at third this time.
Don't think he got far enough away from the catcher that he could have advanced to home. But a pass ball there, advances the runners to second and third with 2 outs. With the base open, he could walk McMath, which would be his 3rd of the game. As again, he is a hot bat. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
It's a foul ball back. 2-1 count to McMath. Ball misses high, 3-1 to him now. Certainly McMath, he's looking for a ball center cut. They don't want to walk the bases loaded for Hakopian.
Well, at the same time, they don't want to give McMath an opportunity for a big base hit here that could drive in some runs. Strike 2 called there. McMath turned towards first base as it was almost As to him, it would have been ball 4.
Yes, you see him arguing that call there. The ball was in the other batter's box, and can't blame the gripe on that call. He thought he had ball 4. There's a bouncing ball out towards second. That'll end the inning, as Rockville, unfortunately, on the wrong end of that call, still leading 5-1. We're back here in the bottom of the 8th. Bradley's chances are running low as they trail by 4 with just 6 outs remaining. Abrams remains in the game as he'll face Brady Andre. 9 spot hitter is 9, 10, and 1 due up for Bradley. He'll take ball 1 high and in. The 1-0 in there, catches the zone, evens the count at 1. Not much excitement the last few innings as we've been at 5-1 for a while now.
Well, no complaints here, as we've talked about a couple times. Pace of play has gone up and down at some points in this game. Definitely on an uptrend in the last few innings.
Brady Andre skies one out towards the left side. Rayo Fabre closing in quickly, able to make the catch for the first out. It's Andre going the other way with a tough slicing ball for Fabre, able to close in and make the catch.
One thing you noticed is that Fabre almost held up a little too much there, as he had to definitely turn on the jets there to catch up to that one. He was playing it a little softer than he might have initially wanted to.
Yeah, it's one thing that happens on an opposite shot is that ball slices. Fortunately, it went away from him. It's Klopp Jr. showing bunt, called strike anyway. And in there, fired in from Abrams, strike 2. Fastball had some zip to it. He's ahead in the count. See what he comes back with, looking for that put-away pitch. And gets a swing and a miss. There it is, 2 outs. So flip the order over for Bradley as Kyrus Dawson steps in now with 2 away. And skied towards center. Called off by Bowman, put away no problem. Quick inning for Rockville, as we've still got a 5-1 ball game as we head towards the 9th inning. back here in the top of the ninth. Eddie Hakopian will lead off for the Express. Laguerre out in his second inning of work as he gets ahead with his strike one there. Three, four, five do it for the Express. See if they get any insurance runs this inning with the middle of the order due up.
And so far today, the middle of the order has definitely come through more times than not. As again they do there at Hakopian with a nice leadoff single there. Nice little base knock to start the top of the ninth inning.
And that'll bring in Rayo Fabre, 2 hits to this point of the game for him. See if he can keep the line moving, get something started here for the Express. First pitch on the inside corner, called strike one. See that zone expand just a little bit as we get later into this game. Ooh, another throw over to Hakopian. In the 0-1, Fabre takes, even count now.
He still knows that. He's thinking about it, Chief.
And a third throw over to Hakopian. Laguerre certainly keeping him close.
I think so far he's had more throwovers to first than pitches in this at bat to Fabre.
As Fabre swings, sends one out towards left center. Center fielder puts it away for the first out. That'll bring in James Heffley, catcher from Maryland. She stands in with one away here in the ninth. Eddie Hakopian, the runner at first base. And center cut to Heffley, late swing, sends it off towards the right side, and foul out of play. Ball was slicing out towards 325 out and right. Good oppo power, just foul.
Well, I think we noted that in our first game here is how the corners are fairly shallow. Like, I don't know what normal is for the corners, but 325, and Heffley gave it a run for his money.
As he's late on another fastball there. Goes 0-2. One thing we noted when Laguerre was warming up, deceiving speed, as he's a low guy on the mound, but he throws a hard fastball.
We had a father of the Rockville Express to the right side of us.
And Heffley has to bend out of the way there, even count at 2 now. And Hakopian on the move, but Heffley fouls this one away, and he'll have to retreat back to first. And skied straight up towards the left side. Third baseman under it in foul territory, and puts it away for the second out. It'll bring in Danny Salisbury's. He's got Hakopian over there at first still. 2 away here in the 9th. First pitch misses high. Close breaking ball there, just missing above the zone. As Salisbury's got a 1-0 count now. Salisbury pitched a great game, got this team to where they are. Now a chance to expand on that lead. And in there, called strike. Salisbury stung out towards the gap in left center. This one gets down. Hakopian will round and head towards third. He gets in standing, and Salisbury advances. Rockville now with runners at second and third.
A little fun the third baseman and Eddie Copian are having over there. Good chuckle. Good to see all the players in good spirits despite Rockville being ahead in the scoring column 5-1 here.
Yeah, and how about this? Abrams 2 on for him. He didn't have to swing the bat in his last appearance, but RBI chance for the pitcher only now as he takes ball 1 near the rib cage.
Again, with his last at bat, he got a walk. He still has an opportunity to be, with the hit here, to be batting 500 on the season as a pitcher only.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's seen 6 pitches tonight. None have caused him to get the bat off the shoulder. He's got a 2-0 count now. There's a hack from him, fouled off. And misses high to Abrams. Runs it 3-1. And this one catches the zone. Abrams looking at a full count now. And misses outside. Abrams, how about that? Working 2 walks.
As much as we'd like to see Abrams get a hit here, I'm actually more impressed with him working 2 walks here. Again, as we've noted, he is the pitcher in this game here.
And here's the moment we've been waiting all day for. Jesse Lacefield with a bases loaded opportunity in his home stadium. He takes ball 1 there.
Fortunately for Lacefield, he is hitless today, as he sports the red C on his helmet, as he, like we've said before, does play here at Catholic University.
And he takes that one right down the middle. Even count at 1. Holds up on the swing there. Thought about it, but lays off for 2-1. And catching the outside corner evens things at 2. 2-2, 2 outs. Oh! 2-2 missing low. Sets up an interesting situation as all 3 runners will now be on the move. And misses wide. This will walk in the 6th run of the day for Rockville. Keeping the bases loaded for Joey Galloway. Already an impressive game for him in his Rockville debut. He's reached base 3 times, 1 hit, couple good plays at second base. And an RBI chance here as he's got bases loaded now. Like we've pointed out a couple of times, Galloway, a real speedster from what we've seen so far. Just an absolute menace on the base paths.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've seen that blue helmet flying around the infield here as he's had stolen bases, advanced on throws, and just been all around a great first start for him with the Express here. A great pickup on the behalf of Rick Price.
And the 1-0 to him. Swung on, fouled back. I like Rockville really fighting this inning. They're battling even though they came in up 4. Just looking to put those insurance runs and add to this game. As this one misses in the dirt, there's a throw down to first, and they have him stung out there. Let's see if they get an out here. You got to imagine they can. As the tag out, the run scored, however. As Rockville now leads 7-1. Yeah, the run counts on that. 7-1 when we come back in the 9th. We're back here in the bottom of the 9th. Bradley just 3 outs remaining for them as they trail by 6. Abrams out there to shut this game down for Rockville. Let's make this a quick inning.
Yeah, I would love to see a quick bottom of the 9th inning to really just bookend this great game for the Express.
A high pitch from Abrams gets it started with a 1-0 count. Kopp, the batter for Bradley. He fouls one off straight back to us, evens the count at 1. Ground ball out to second. Galloway, easy, 4-3. Put out, 1 away.
For infield plays, I think Galloway's name we've said a lot so far this game.
Yeah,
He's been involved in a lot of plays.
He's having a fantastic day out there. All but that one step on second.
And he bobbled the exchange throw, which could have been a double play.
8 assists.
Yeah, 8 assists. That's sometimes you see that over a course of a season, but this is his first start here. Love to see those numbers.
And swung on and missed, 1-1 count. And missing low. Doesn't get the call. Count goes 2-1. And fouled off. Goes as strike 2 as Abrams now working with a 2-2 count. Two laid off, count goes full. And a breaking ball just misses outside. That'll keep the inning alive as Dean Brown walks, bringing up Dylan Weinbrenner. About a double play to end this one.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a double play here to end the game. I believe the Expressive turned 1 so far today. Would like to see another one.
One 0. Throw down from Heffley. Skips away, bounces up, and hits the batter in the head. That was an unfortunate bounce. Hopefully Dean Brown's okay down there at first. As time's called, they're going to have a look on him, see if he's all right. Fortunately, caught him in the helmet. I think he just wasn't expecting it.
I don't think he was. Yeah, I definitely don't think he was expecting it to skip off the dirt there.
It's a fortunate bounce for Rockville. I don't mean to put it in that context, but he didn't advance. That ball would have gotten by Salisbury and into right field. Ball bounced off the head of Brown, keeping him at first base.
I guess the only maybe good thing out of that is that it skipped in the dirt first. Definitely took a lot of the velocity out of that throw from Heffley, who's got a cannon back there behind the plate.
And in there, called strike 2. Abrams drawing ever closer to getting out of this game. Knock on wood, of course. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, no problem.
Knocking at a table made of plastic.
All right, snitch.
And he's swinging strike 3. 2 outs now in the 9th. Yeah, it looks like the table worked.
Looks like.
And first pitch in, called strike 1. It's Jack Wallace in, the last chance today for Bradley. As a ball misses inside to him. And high pitch skied out of play. Pat, your ball, make the catch.
Dive, Pat, dive.
I think I might have to Michael Jordan that from Space Jam to catch that one. A little far, a little out of reach.
We don't have the rights to that.
Yes, I am on record saying that I do not like Space Jam.
We don't have the rights to Space Jam.
We don't have the rights, huh? Fair enough. What about Space Jam 2? See, that I can get behind. Wallace hammered out towards center. Bowman back. You catch that?
Yeah, he did.
He did. Put away, out for out number 3. Sorry for the late calls. That was a tough view for us. But nevertheless, ball game over. Rockville winning 7-1 here. This is their 3rd victory against Bradley this season, taking care of business when they need to. And we will leave Talbot Field 9-5. Josh Feldman alongside Pat Mitchell and Zach Gibney when we're back next time.